Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to another top 10 dolls video. Today we're going to be taking a look at and discussing my personal top 10 favorite LOL Tweens dolls. Now, as with literally every video of this type, and also just every video on my channel, these are just my opinions, so if I don't include a doll that you love, or if one of my top 10 favorites is a doll that you think is absolutely hideous, like that's chill. It's all fine. It's not anything personal. We just have different opinions, and that is super fun and super okay. Also, this one was weirdly difficult to make. Like, I feel like I've done a lot of these top 10 favorites videos at this point, and most of the time I'm looking at the catalog of dolls and I'm like having a hard time narrowing it down to 10, right? Like I'll have 15 dolls. I'm like, how could I possibly not include any of these? But for this one, it was actually a lot harder. I think part of that is because the LOL Tweens do have a much smaller catalog than some other brands that I've done. Like, there were a lot more Gen 1 Monster High dolls than there have been LOL Tweens, at least thus far. So there's a smaller pool of dolls for me to pull from, like to look at and be like, oh, these are my favorites. And I think that's part of it. But I honestly think the other thing is just that I've kind of been up and down when it comes to the LOL Tweens. For a while, I thought that they were really amazing and like doing really, really cool stuff. And then my interest in them just kind of started waning. I thought that they were still producing nice dolls, but just not ones that really appealed to me. And we still haven't really come out of that slump. Again, like for me personally, if you love it, that's chill. Just for me, I haven't really felt drawn to a new Tweens doll in quite some time. And so I actually only had, I think, 7 that I was like, these need to be on the list. And the others, I was like, okay, well, these are probably my other top 10s. So kind of an unusual experience. Forgive me if the first few that we go through I'm less excitable about. But yeah, I didn't have as many feelings about the Tweens as I have had about other dolls. So I don't know, take that for what it is. But we're still going to be going into my top 10 favorites today. Still going to have a lovely, wonderful time, or we'll try to. I hope that you guys will have a good time. If you do find yourself enjoying the video, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. I've got extra ways to support me in the description box down below. But all of the chit chat aside, let's go ahead and start looking at some dolls. All right, so as per usual, we're starting at number 10 and then going up from there. And we are starting out with actually one of the newest Tweens, and that is Hannah Groove. She was from the latest line of Tweens that released. I have no intention of buying her, but like, again, I kind of had to fill in the last few slots on this list. And I do think that she has a pretty cool design. I think the number one thing stopping me personally from buying her is the hair color. Like I love yellow. Yellow and orange are my favorite colors, but I just don't really vibe with this particular shade of yellow mixed with the rest of her design. Like I just don't really like that. But I do like a lot of other things about her outfit. The little lemon purse is so stinking cute. I love fruit motifs on clothing. I think the dress is really nice. I love how tall the boots are. And like just her overall vibe is very fun to me. The cardigan looks like it's nice, high quality. So there's a lot of good with this doll. So again, like even though she was featured in the Dolls I Don't Want video at some point, like I won't buy her. But credit where credit is due. I do think that this is a pretty solid design for the Tweens. She's cute. Like that's basically all I got for this one. She's cute. Started out at the very, very end, or like not end because the Tweens are still making dolls, but like at the most recent releases. And now we're going all the way back to wave 1 of the Tweens for spot number 9. And that is with Freshest. I almost bought this doll when she came out, and I thought about her numerous times while she was still like available on store shelves. And I just never quite ended up buying her. There's a lot that I love about her design. I think that the hair colors are really fun. Honestly, overall, the color scheme, it's pretty monochromatic, but I really like how it was executed. The jeans are chill. Hate the sunglasses. I don't know. Like, it's so silly, but I look at it and I'm like, I can't buy this because of the sunglasses. And obviously, sunglasses is such a small thing to like not buy a doll over. I think I just didn't have strong enough feelings towards her to want to spend my money on her. But that being said, much like Hannah Groove that we just talked about, I still think this is a pretty solid design, especially taking into account that this was like one of their first releases. I do think that's fairly impressive of the Tweens to like right off the gate have some really good designs. Coming in at number 8 is going to be the Haribo Tweens doll. This one was a really cute collab, and again, one that like I went back and forth on. I thought about buying her, and I just decided against it. I love a lot of her design though. Like I really do think so much of this is so cute. If you've seen the channel for any amount of time, you'll probably have heard me say that I'm a sucker for transparent plastic. I physically can't explain why that is. Like I don't know what it is that draws me in, but I do love it. So the fact that she's got that like with the hat and like the jacket and the little skirt situation she's got going on is super cute. I think that the rainbow color palette is executed very well with this one. The belt with the gummy bear charms is so beyond precious to me. So I couldn't tell you what it is exactly about this doll that made me not want to purchase her because I really do like pretty much every aspect about her. Don't like the glasses again. And like the hat, I could take or leave the little ears there. But I do like so much about her. I don't know. It wasn't enough. You know, I feel like a lot of us have experienced that where we like a doll, but it's like, do I want to spend my hard earned money on her? And for me, for this one, the answer was no, but still really a good design. And so when I was like making this list, I still thought that she deserved to be included. For number 7, we are finally on a doll that I own, and that is Hoops Cutie. Side note, I just figured out that I could like change some setting on my camera and like maybe the focus will be easier and like autofocus a little bit better. I don't know. So if she's super blurry, I am sorry. I guess if it's like horribly blurry, I'll put in photos here instead so you can like actually see her. But fingers crossed this actually works out. Anyway, though, Hoops Cutie. This was my first LOL Tweens, I think, and it was actually one that my husband opened up on camera. I'm trying to think if that was his first video. That might have been his first cameo on my channel, and it's really funny to think about how far we've come. And I do think that's a big reason of why she's on the list here. Her outfit is not necessarily like my style. I say pretty frequently on here that I'm not really a sporty person. Like, it's cute. I'm not trying to say that this is an ugly doll by any means. I mean, I have her. So clearly I feel some affection towards her. I just don't typically go for more sporty dolls, but my husband actually picked this one out. Like I like lined up a few choices for him on the Target shelves when we went to the store, and I was like, okay, you're going to do a review, pick which one you want. He picked this one out. And so I think that there's like a lot of sentimental value with this one for me because it's like this was the doll that Tony did and he was like on the channel for, and it was really, really cute. I also do adore her hairstyle. I think that the hair is just absolutely precious. So there's a few different reasons that this doll like comes to mind, but there was no way she wasn't going to be on this list. That brings us to spot number 6, which for me belongs to Goldie Twist. And I have gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with this doll. At this point, I'm not going to get her just because like I don't think she's available retail anymore, and I don't feel like dealing with paying secondhand for her. Like, I don't think she's even that expensive secondhand. For some reason, it's just like more of an ordeal in my mind that I'd have to go to eBay or Mercari or something and try to find her. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Point being, though, I do think that this doll is pretty cool. I think at one point, the reason that I didn't get her when she was available was because I was worried about space, which is like hilarious now because now I have a nice big doll room, but like, you know, it happens. Anyway, though, I just think she's got a really fun, funky design. Again, we've got a lot of transparent elements, so you know I'm a sucker for that. The tights with the flowers on them, I think is really, really cute. I love the pattern on the bag. Genuinely, I just think this is such a well-designed doll. Not necessarily the aesthetic that I gravitate towards the most, but it is a fun aesthetic, and I think everything goes together so nicely. Like, there's not really a piece of this doll that I look at and I think, oh, that feels out of place, or I really wouldn't want to display her with that on. I think this is a really beautifully designed doll, so another one that like absolutely had to be on the list. Okay, breaking into the top 5, and this is Lexi Girl. Now, this is a doll that I actually do own, but she's just like in a state post-move. Her hair looks absolutely crazy, so I didn't want to show her off on camera like that because like I feel like you're not going to get an accurate representation of how pretty the doll is if you look at my personal doll, because she's not looking great right now. She needs a wash, but you can see the picture here. She's really, really cute when her hair is more manageable. If I was wrong about Hoops Cutie, this was my first LOL Tweens. I genuinely am not 100% sure. Like, I can't remember. It was one of the two, but this was like the other option. This would have been one that I bought by myself. I just think she's really, really precious. She's got a lot of fun colors going on, a lot of stuff that's kind of split half and half, or like a lot of color blocking going on, which I am always a huge, huge sucker for. Like the color blocked hair, I think is really beautiful. The mismatched shoes and tights is really cute to me. I like the overall dress that she's got going on. The fabrics and the colors and the textures are all just really, really lovely. And especially on the tiny scale, like the scale of the Tweens is really, really amazing. I know I said I wasn't like as enthusiastic this video, but I really do think the scale of the Tweens is just so precious. They're so good to just hold in your hand. And I feel like her outfit looks even cooler on that scale because it's so tiny and so intricate and just so beautiful. So even though I couldn't show off my personal doll, I still wanted to give Lexi Girl her moment to shine. For spot number 4, we're taking another look at a doll that I have, and I'm pretty sure actually all the ones from here on out, I have them, and that is Jenny Rocks. Now, this one is hard for me because, like, looking at her, this is the aesthetic that I feel like I am drawn towards the most, especially when it comes to, like, the clothing that I wear. Like, I'd wear this skirt, I'd wear this shirt. Honestly, this whole outfit, I would put on my body. Funnily enough, though, when it comes to dolls, like, it's not always what I'm drawn to the most. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm drawn to the most when it comes to dolls. My taste is so random and sporadic. I feel like it just is completely unpredictable. Anyway, though, I feel like if you take a look at like what I'm wearing, you'd think, oh, Jenny Rocks is probably a doll they'd like. And you're right. I do think she's very cute. Specifically, I think she's significantly cuter with the hairstyle that I've given her. Like the hairstyle she came with was just not it for me personally. Again, if you love it, that's super chill. Just me, absolutely not. So I like her a lot more like this. I honestly almost ranked her lower when I was just looking at like the stock images in preparation for this video. And then I looked at mine and was like, no, hold on. We can turn this girl into something really, really cute if we change that hair. So she ended up getting bumped up in the rankings because of that. She's got really fun eye makeup. I do love the purple color scheme. There's just like a lot to love about this doll. So even though this was kind of a tumultuous choice, I'm glad that she ended up in 4th place. 3rd place belongs to a doll that I also need to give like a nice little hair spa day to, but we're going to pretend that that's not the case so that I can show her off, and that is Chloe Pepper here. She's looking a little worse for wear because of her hair, okay? Like I promise she looks really, really cute when she's not like this. We've got a beautiful hair blend that I feel like you can see really clearly in the back because of the way that she's rooted. She's not staying on her stand very well. But you can really see the different colors in there, the light pink, the dark or like hot pink, and then that almost white blonde. So pretty. I just think the hair blend is so, so nice. I love her whole outfit. The texture on her jacket is so stinking cute. I love the way that the color matches her shoes. You probably can't see like girly pop. Hello. She really said, I'm done with this. Anyway, I think that's really cute. I like the material that her skirt is made out of and like the little Union Jack shirt that she has on underneath. Like the whole thing I just think is a really, really cute package. She also has glittery eyeshadow, and like anything that you put sparkles on, I'm immediately going to be drawn towards a little bit more. So obviously I'm a huge fan of that. I just think she's got a really beautiful design. Again, mine definitely needs her hair wash. Like I need to take some care of her. But once I do, she's going to be as amazing as she was when I first got her, and like as amazing as the stock photos and everything. And I just love this doll a lot. I feel like she's kind of underrated. And even within my own collection, I don't necessarily think that when I'm scanning through, my eyes are like drawn towards her the most. But when they do land on her, I'm always happy. So she had to be on the list. I know y'all don't need to know this, but I just had to take an intermission to reapply my lipstick. I love dark lipstick, but I get like the most vicious butthole lip ever. It's so bad and so irritating, but like, gotta do it for the aesthetic. Anyway, back to the dolls here. I don't even know if I'll include that in there. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be Darcy Blush. I think this doll is so, so cute, but it's hard because every time I bring her up, I remember my unboxing experience and it just wasn't the best. I knew already, like just from looking at the stock photos of her, that she didn't really match the concept art on her box in the sense of the braids on the art are really thick. And I wish we had gotten more of that, or if they were going to be this like tiny little micro braid size, I wish that we had gotten more of them because I think that it would just add like a nice layer of dimension to her hair. And also, she comes with a beret, and the beret is stupid cute, and it will not stay on her head. At least my doll, like I cannot get that thing on to save my life. So it's kind of unfortunate because every time I see her, every time I think about Darcy Blush, I am reminded of that and reminded of like not having the most fun unboxing her. However, she's still so cute. Like I can't take that away from her. Even a terrible unboxing experience cannot take away how pretty I think this doll is. Again, we've got the color blocking going on. So you can see that that very much is a theme with me. I really love it. There's a lot of metallic elements, a few different fabrics that are used here. A lot of the yellow, I think the very pale yellow is super, super pretty on this doll. And her makeup is just wild. It's like shiny and it's a fun graphic shape. Everything about it is just so pretty. So I feel like it is a real testament to this doll's design that even despite the experience I had unboxing her. Like it really was not fun. Like I wasn't having fun that video. But despite that, she still gets to be in second place because that is how strong her design is. So like that's a mad kudos right there. But that brings us to our top spot and a doll that I am always excited to see on my shelf, and that is Miss Gracie Skates. I don't know why I love her so much. She also doesn't want to stay on her stand, so like if she falls, it might happen. I just think this doll is so beyond precious. We do kind of have the color blocking again with the hair. Like she's kind of got a split situation going on there. I love the hair texture. I love the hairstyle. She's got like these beads on her elastics in her hair. And I just think it's so stupidly cute. She has like a real sweater. I just love the quality there, and like the texture of it is amazing. Obviously, like the colors and everything I think are really cute too. I also do love her skates. I'm a sucker for a doll in skates. These don't actually roll, which is kind of disappointing because like that is top tier. If you have a doll with skates and the wheels roll, I love it. I'm automatically obsessed with it. So there's all of that going for her. The glasses too are a huge thing for me. Like as someone who has to wear glasses because my eyesight is god awful, I love seeing cute dolls with glasses because it just makes me feel a little bit like nicer about myself, I guess. Like it's really cool to see this doll and see her wearing her glasses and be like, wow, she's even cuter because of the glasses. It's just like a little boost of self-esteem, I guess there. I don't know. That's just everything about this doll makes me so happy, and I look at her and I just immediately want to smile. Like that it's the automatic feeling that I get. And I feel like I could say that to a certain extent about all of the dolls in my collection because like why would I personally want to own a doll if it doesn't make me happy? But some dolls just elicit that feeling a little bit more so than others. And out of the tweens, Gracie definitely does so more than any other tweens doll by a long shot. Like I've said this in a few other top 10 videos. Sometimes it's very hard for me to figure out which doll should be like the number one spot. And it's like, oh, I'm kind of thinking between a two or three even sometimes. With this tween video, there was never a doubt on my mind that any other doll besides Gracie was going to take the top spot because she, to me, is just so many leagues above any other tweens doll. Not to say that the others weren't good, like I'm not trying to knock them, but she's just in a class all her own, and I love her to absolute bits and pieces. But yes, guys, that is all I have for you today. Those are my top 10 favorite LOL Tween dolls. As per usual, I would love to hear what your personal top 10 is in the comments down below, as well as what you thought of my list. I'm always very curious to see how our lists differ. Also, first video in the new house that my cat hasn't decided to come and join me on, which like it was fewer interruptions, but I'm low-key a little bit offended. Like maybe she was just curious the first few times and now she's over my shit. She's like, you talk too much. I don't really want to be here anymore. I don't know. I just thought that was like kind of funny that she didn't show up. Maybe next time. Anyway, though, not the point of the video. That's all. Like the video's over. There's no getting back to the point of the video. I just felt the need to point that out for absolutely no reason. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys were able to enjoy. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night, whatever it might be. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.